everyone, welcome back. Today I have Ellen with me. Super amazing person. She and her husband, we're just really good friends. I used to be neighbors with them, and now we've moved some more. But we still call each other neighbors. Anyway, they're really good friends, and Ellen has a darling haircut, and I love her hair color. I had to talk her into going just white, didn't I? I mean, it's been years now, but when we was doing it, she did it for a while, and then she colored it again, and then she finally did it. But I love her color. Okay, so we're just gonna take the clippers. We're gonna trim this, make this nice and clean. Just on those edges, you can see that I just kind of turn that up tiny bit so it's rounded a tiny bit. Yes. Okay, and then the top, she loves to just, she likes it short, and so anyway, you can see how much I'm taking off. She comes every 3 weeks. That's how fast her hair grows. Okay, so around here is when I'm going to just angle my fingers in so I can stay close to the back of her head. And then most of the time, even I come down here with my clippers and do a clipper over comb just to clean that up. I like to do that with my short ladies. It just looks so much better, especially when it grows out. You don't have the look of the grow out in the bottom if you keep it a little tight towards the edges. So you can see that I'm taking vertical sections here coming down. I did have somebody comment about, sectioning and things like that. And really, once you get down what you're cutting, you don't need to do certain specific lined like parts, sectioning. The reason being is because when you cut this way, you can come back and double check everything horizontal. And so there's no need to waste any time by sectioning when you can come back and double check everything horizontal after you cut vertical. Or some people, if they like to cut horizontal first, then they can come and double check vertical. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that it saves a ton of time for your cutting. And obviously when you're first starting out or the first while, you might want to take your sections and totally make them just nice and neat. And that is great. And that's obviously how you learn. And then you visualize where those parts and sections are. And then you just have it memorized after doing it so long. So I would just recommend if you don't section. I don't section a lot. I do as far as I know where I'm cutting, and I move my sections where I move. But that's my advice about that, is I just kind of know where I'm cutting and I know how to double check my work. And so I feel like doing certain perfect sectioning can just waste everybody's time because you can check it. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna come back horizontal, and I'm gonna make sure everything lines up nice. And if anything is a little off, it will stand out. Okay, and then we'll come up this way. All right, now we're gonna come to the top. And we cut into this. Yes, I have a few clients that come every 3 weeks to get their hair trimmed. And they definitely, you guys can see how much I'm trimming after 3 weeks. Her hair grows. It's super healthy. It grows like a weed. So she's good to come every 3 weeks. Okay, and then by her ears, I'm just gonna take that length off up this way, connect it up to that layer at the top, that length at the top. Okay, and then of course I'm gonna comb this back. We're going to make this come straight and clean that up by her ear and around her ear. Then I'm gonna come through, open and shut the shears. Okay, and then this side, we'll do the same thing. We're gonna hold this out, take a little bit of that length. How you doing, Ellen?
Good.
Good. Good, good. Yeah, now I built a home down from her farm, so I still get to see her. She drives down from the farm, and she and her husband, I got to talk to them the other day. It was super fun. Me and my husband got to talk to him for a little bit until we got carred on both sides. We was in the middle of the road. Cars were coming both ways, so we had to say goodbye. But it's fun. That's what's fun about our little town and being down in the fields.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I just comb this down, and I come through out and just come over and take a little bit of that length up in. That way there's different lengths for the bang area. Now for Ellen, I like to check this corner. That means take from this length to the length of her bang area. And I just like to take that corner and just take that off. What that does, taking that corner off, makes it so it's not so heavy around her bang area, which I really like because we like that PC in the front. Okay, now I'm going to take the texturizing shears throughout, a little bit through, and then what I like to do is take the chunky shears through her ends, because we like to just dry her hair back and forth and then have it just stand up and be piecey with the product. All right, now we're gonna take the Kenra mousse. You can see how much I have. Just rub it in your fingers. Okay, and then I'm going to spray some volume and lift spray throughout. Now, Ellen has a lot of hair. The texture is fine. She does have a lot of it. So that's another reason why I like to texture hers. Not only just to give it the pieciness, because she needs that for the look we're going for, but her hair would be way too heavy because she has a lot of it, even though it's fine. It would be too heavy if we didn't texturize it. Okay, now we're gonna dry it. I'll cut it. Just dry this bottom down. Same. Back these force with just fingers, so that hair is moving at all times. Okay, now that it's about 80% dry, I love to bring in the Epic brush to go back and forth. You like this part, right? Yeah. Please. Yeah. True. Oh, no. Okay, so even like that, you could just wear it just nice and soft. What I like to do is bring in the flat iron to the top and lift this so it's just a little bit more spiky looking, I guess. But you don't have to have that look every day. So you can just have it soft and a tiny bit rounded one day, and then just add a little bit of flat iron through the ends, and you can give it a tiny bit different look. Okay, and now, of course, the styling paste from Sexy Hair. Love that. I just take my fingertip and dip it like this, and then rub it in good. I'm gonna turn her to the mirror so we can see what we're doing. I mean, it would be good to see what we're doing, right, Ellen? Yeah. That helps. Yes, that definitely helps. Okay. Just bring in some more product through this front to piece this out. Seems a little heavy right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back through and I'm gonna piece this out just because it's too heavy through here. So you can see I'm just gonna kind of chunk that out. Okay, a little bit through this area. Okay, now I'm just gonna dry off her face a little bit. Get that dry hair off. Okay, that helped. That was just a little bit too thick. You can see how this is pieced out now, taking some of that hair out. Just gonna make sure both sides are even. Okay, and then we are just going to back comb a little bit up through the top. I love to hold the hair tight and go in, down, and out. And then of course I'm gonna spray. And then just take my comb and just put it back into its spot. All right, now what I'm gonna do is just do a clipper over comb a little bit through the bottom. And I like to use my blending comb for this. You just take a little bit through this bottom area and keep it tight. Like I said, this keeps it nice and tight so when it starts to grow out, it doesn't poke out. And it makes the haircut look really clean. And what I would recommend, if you haven't done that, maybe you could take a picture after your haircut, let it go, and then have your stylist do that and take another picture and watch the difference as it grows out. Okay, I'm just gonna turn her around so you can see the back. And oh, you look so good. Okay, thank you so much, Ellen, for letting us videotape. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. Hope you enjoyed the haircut. Have a good one. See ya.